Namaskar, hola, and hello. Welcome to The Explainer. We're going to jump right in today because, well, we've got something absolutely mind-blowing to unpack. We're looking at a hidden linguistic bridge between ancient Sanskrit and modern Spanish. I mean, two completely distinct language families separated by thousands of miles and vast oceans. Since we're all about finding those hidden patterns here, this connection is basically going to change how you hear everyday names forever. Let's get right into it.
You know, the initial spark for this whole investigation? It actually didn't happen in some dusty linguistics library. It happened during a football match. So imagine you're casually watching a game, right? The announcer shouts out the famous Colombian player, Suarez. Hearing it out loud, it just kind of hits you. The phonetic similarity to the traditional Indian name Siraj is strikingly obvious. Suarez, Siraj. They literally sound like variations of the exact same root. It's one of those everyday epiphanies that makes you pause and think, wait a second, is there a hidden thread connecting these two totally different cultures?
Section 1. The Sanskrit clue. The J suffix.
Okay, so to unravel this, we have to travel back to ancient India. In Sanskrit, grammatical rules are incredibly precise. Basically, when you attach a J sound to the end of a root word, that suffix literally means born from that thing or to be born of it. It's a direct descriptor of origin. You take a noun, slap a J on the end, and boom, you've described exactly where that person or object came from. Keep this born from concept locked in your brain because it is the anchor for everything we're about to look at.
Let's actually run through some of these beautiful Sanskrit names to see this in action. Take Pankaja. The root punk means mud, so Pankaja literally translates to born from mud, like a lotus flower springing up. Next up is Jalaja. Jal is water, so born from water. Then Saroja, born from a lake. Girija. Giri means mountain, so born from a mountain. And finally, Atmaja. Atma means oneself or soul, so it translates to born from oneself, which is just a really poetic way of saying one's own child. The consistency here is absolutely beautiful. Every single time, that ja-ja ending firmly establishes the exact origin.
Section 2. The Spanish parallel. The -es suffix.
Now let's cross continents and leap forward in time to modern Hispanic surnames. In Spanish, surnames constantly end in -es, but historically this wasn't just a random sound. The -es suffix historically translates to son of. Think about that for a second. We literally just saw that the Sanskrit J means born from, and now Spanish -es means son of, which is the exact same concept, born of. This is a direct, structural, grammatical parallel happening in a completely different part of the world. Wild, right? If you've ever wondered where these super common names come from, well, here's your answer. Let's run through these just like we did with the Sanskrit list. Alvarez, that is simply the son of Alvaro. Fernandez is the son of Fernando. Rodriguez, the son of Rodrigo. Gomez is the son of Goma. Hernandez, son of Hernando. And Lopez is the son of Lope. It's this beautifully rhythmic, completely standardized formula. Name plus -es equals son of that name.
And guys, this isn't just some crazy fluke or a one-off coincidence. The sheer volume of these names is staggering. Perez is the son of Pedro. Sanchez, the son of Sancho. Ramirez, son of Ramiro. Diaz comes from Diego. Velázquez from Velasco. And Juárez from Juan. Millions of people across Spain and Latin America walk around every single day carrying this exact grammatical rule in their identities, built on the very same logic as those ancient Sanskrit naming conventions.
Section 3. Coincidence or deep connection.
So we've seen the evidence, but to really grasp why this is such a mystery, we have to consider this beautiful Hindi proverb, Kos kos par badle pani, char kos par vani. Translated, that means every 1 mile the water changes and every 8 miles the language changes. It's a really poetic way of expressing a deeply observed linguistic truth. Phonetics, vocabulary, local dialects, they shift incredibly rapidly. Just think about how different accents can be just one town over in your own area. Language is naturally fluid and super unstable over short distances.
Which brings us to the grand paradox. If local languages and phonetics change completely every 8 miles, how on earth do India and Spain, separated by literally thousands of miles of land and sea, share this exact same structural logic? How does a suffix meaning born from or son of survive and parallel itself so perfectly in Sanskrit's ja and Spanish's es? It completely defies the logic of local dialect degradation. It's like a giant puzzle.
As students of language, watching this explainer, we kind of have to rely on a disciplined framework here. We started with observation, right? Noticing the similarity between Suarez and Siraj. Then we gathered evidence, cataloging those Sanskrit names like Pankaja and Spanish names like Alvarez. Next comes reasoning, analyzing that structural parallel of suffixes denoting origin. But the final and definitely the most difficult step is distinguishing true historical cognates, meaning words that actually share a common ancestral origin, from spectacular accidental coincidences. Did these languages develop independently and just miraculously stumble upon the exact same grammatical patterns?
So I'm going to leave you with this final puzzle to act as the jury on. Did these patterns develop entirely independently? Or is there a deep, ancient, hidden human connection that somehow split and traveled across the globe? It's honestly awe-inspiring to think that every single time you meet a Lopez or hear the name Saroja, you might literally be hearing the echoes of a shared human grammar that has survived across continents and millennia. I'll leave you to ponder that beautiful mystery. Thanks for exploring this explainer with me today, and keep looking out for those hidden connections.